the show with us. I have to watch the show with them all the time without you. Do you feel bad for me?
No. Not the slightest.
Why? Honestly, rude. And I'm not going to feel bad for you next time.
I never have to do it.
I won't feel bad for you for something else.
Alright, guys.
Sorry, hey.
Hey, are we filming?
Are you ready?
Don't let Brian look at me
Don't
like that.
Don't at us, Brian.
Brian, don't at us. You know what you're doing.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, so everybody
Don't
loves
at
Hugo.
me is like when somebody. Okay, do you want me to explain it to
No,
you?
I know what it means, but
What
I'm
does
old.
it mean, Brian?
Yeah, what does it mean?
Don't at me. Like, you know, don't at like whatever my name is on Insta. Don't at that guy we let hang out with us at me, because bitch, I know what you're doing, and I don't need you to fucking like at me like you're gonna show me what you've been doing. And oh, I'm cutting all this shit out, but you.
No, you're not cutting it out. You're not cutting it out.
This is the best thing that's ever happened
Bitch,
to me
if you
ever.
cut this out, you're canceled.
We're gonna at you. If you
Listen,
do.
Brylander.
I will at you hard, and not in the way you want to be added.
This is not a fun position.
So that was honestly
Where would
the
you like to
best.
be?
I'll be alright.
So if you heard of a thing called Urban Dictionary, I think maybe you could go and like write that exact definition out, and they would love it. Everyone would
100%
just.
heard of Urban Dictionary.
I
Oh,
don't know
good
what
for
you've
him.
been doing.
His friends have actually put words on Urban
Oh
Dictionary.
my god, shut up! Wow.
Yeah.
That makes you
G it
feel.
up, you'll
Does
find
that
out.
make you feel
Yes,
ownership
except for-
over something?
Well, except for it doesn't
Oh,
make any
no,
sense,
she-
and it actually means something else.
See, come here. Come to this island.
In every
There
room
you
is
go.
always with the animals.
She was over on
He
Hydra
is an
She
animal.
almost fell
She
through.
likes the island of the
Fell
orange.
through.
She likes the island. She's like Ben.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Wow. Okay.
We're not gonna get through this.
Yes, we are.
we are.
We're watching two more. Two
Don't
more.
at us, bro.
Guys, we're gonna
Don't
watch,
at me. Two more.
We're gonna watch the best episode of the entire season right now.
Shut up. You're kidding.
Yes, I am.
Loser.
But it's called Everybody Loves Hugo, so
I like that.
I like that.
Everybody loves Hugo.
True.
Born to humble surroundings.
This is incredible.
This evening, and the opening of the Hugo Reyes
Oh, is that
Paleontology Wing at
the
the
guy?
Golden State Natural History
Yeah.
Museum
Yeah.
that bears the name of one of our city's greatest
Oh
benefactors.
no.
Ladies and gentlemen, our man of the year, Hugo
Miles'
Reyes.
dad.
Yep. Yes, bitch. She's caught up. She knows. Look at him.
I love this.
Everybody loves Hugo. See, this is why we love Team Sideways.
Yeah, but
Team
the
Sideways.
sideways always go sideways.
No, it's fine. He's good. Oh my god.
Everybody loves Hugo. Do you know who doesn't? Women. Ma, you need a woman in your life, especially one who
Mom.
that nurse you.
That's disgusting.
You're not too busy. You're too scared.
I'm
I
not
love the
scared.
Good, because you have a date tomorrow. She agreed to lunch with you.
Lunch
What's she
with
like?
you.
Willing to meet you.
Ma.
You're going!
Libby.
Oh yeah.
Or are we finally gonna come back to this?
Like now
Why
we
would-
actually know that he's been thinking about her.
A lot of crazy stuff's been happening.
why Libby was in his crazy
Kind of
home?
wish I could.
Can we have a background
Well, you're the expert.
alarm, please?
Whose grave is this?
Her name was Libby. She was in the tail section of the plane. We were gonna have our first date. It was gonna be like a picnic. But then she was murdered.
God bless.
Hey!
What?
We were just talking about
I'm
him.
here to stop you from getting everyone killed.
Shut the fuck up. That is
You
crazy.
guys-
We were just talking about him.
Off camera, they were like, "We haven't seen Michael and Walt. Like, what the
And
fuck?"
I was sort of thinking, well, I guess, maybe the fans didn't like him as an actor. I don't know. Here the fuck he
He's a
is.
rookie now.
Oh, is he? Wow, that's so funny.
I wanted to point out really quick.
Thank you for pausing because this is overwhelming that Michael's here.
I wanted to point out at the beginning, first of all, everything's rosy for Hugo,
Yes.
but his mom still wants him to find a woman.
Right.
Everybody's
Right.
got like the one thing that is
Right.
still fucking nagging at them.
Totally, yeah.
And also, he had his award had a dinosaur on it.
I
Which
noticed
is
that.
funny if you remember back when they first heard the noise of the smoke monster.
It wasn't a dinosaur.
You say you didn't see it.
I didn't.
So how do you know it wasn't a dinosaur?
Because dinosaurs are extinct.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, that motherfucking detail. Or they could have made the trophy the Death Star or something.
Where's your backpack?
Right.
Oh, it's
It
in
was
the
the
bathroom.
paleontology department.
Huh?
It was the paleontology.
I know, I'm
I
just
know,
saying.
but
It's like
it's
the
just funny.
callback to things he's interested in.
And remember, Miles hooked up Charlotte with Sawyer. He's like, you're gonna.
Yes, he did.
I'm gonna hook you up with this girl. She works with my dad at the museum. His dad is Pierre Chang, who works at the museum where they were just honoring
Holy
Hugo.
shit.
That's where Charlotte works. Boom, connecting dots, mic drop.
That's fucking crazy.
People are gonna die. A lot of people, it's gonna be your fault. What? Because people are listening to you now, Hurley.
Hugo?
He's gonna be Libby.
Lily?
Hi. Nice to meet you. Wow.
Oh my
I wasn't
God.
expecting someone like you.
I'm sorry?
You know, someone who's so pretty. Please, have a seat. You're not my blind date?
No, I just saw you from across the room.
Oh.
How did you know my name?
You don't remember me, do you?
Should I?
Dr. Brooks, if I could just...
Doctor.
I'm sorry, she just wandered off.
Wandered off from where?
Everything that I said, Hugo. I meant it.
But she's right.
We have to make it to the outriggers and across the channel to Hydra Island before nightfall.
You have a dynamite.
4-6. Enough to destroy the carpet and all the instruments. That thing is evil. And God help us if it ever leaves this island. Because if it...
I was wondering if that was gonna happen.
Why would she put water bottles on top of it?
She dropped her bag.
She was packing shit on top of it.
Okay, why are you laughing? That's sad.
That was ridiculous.
I'm not sure what it's
That was the dumbest move I've ever seen in my life.
That's right.
Guess we're not gonna get her back.
Yes, I said that 5 seconds ago.
Can I speak to you in private? Absolutely.
Well, Saeed is 100% subscribed.
We get more dynamite, or else she died for nothing.
Maybe she died to show us to stay the hell away from dynamite.
Well, Jack, that's a risk I'm willing to take. Mr. Reyes, what an honor.
Give me a bucket. Family son.
Of course, right away, sir.
Give me a bucket.
Men faccioni you want to tomorrow.
Desmond is so funny in the sideways.
Oh my God.
That is a lot of chicken.
Hey, when I'm depressed.
Ah. So what's her name?
She's crazy.
Well, all women are a little bit crazy, brother.
No, this one actually lives
Horrible.
in the loony bin.
You should try to find out where she thinks she knew you from. Before you give up on her.
42? Order 42?
Ah.
These interactions are insane.
Literally.
Why did Charles Widmore bring you back to the island? He threw me into a wood shack and blasted me with a massive amount of electromagnetism. If you don't mind my asking, Desmond, how can you be sure what it was that he blasted you with? Experience.
Oh, shit.
Did Hugo blow it up?
No. Hey.
Warning might have been nice there, Hugo.
Didn't see her run. Clearly, she's well enough for like a fajita field trip.
That's my mistake. I misjudged her condition. Well, perhaps for family.
Or a generous donor?
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
The rec room looked pretty gnarly on my way in. What do you think 100K might buy?
Oh my god. Shit, that's crazy.
I was on an island.
And I was there?
I think so. You knew each other. Liked each other. When I got here, it was almost like I'd been here before. And for some reason, Hugo, I have a memory of you being here too.
Oh my god.
If you remembered me.
I wish I could, Libby, but I can't. I mean, it takes a lot of guts to go up to a total stranger and tell them you know them from some bizarro alternate universe. I'm scared of just saying hi to a girl.
You're doing fine.
Hey, can you ever, like, get out of here?
You mean a date?
Yeah.
I love that.
I mean, did we say Desmond and Penny was the cutest couple? Because low key, this is
I forgot about Hugo and Libby.
I forgot about Hugo and Libby, okay?
Who's that?
Just ignore him.
Just ignore
You know
it.
that boy. I said ignore him.
Holy shit. That was terrifying, very unsettling.
We have to go talk to Locke.
Are you trying to get us killed?
It's not my idea. It's his. Jacob says we have to talk to Locke.
Jacob's here right now.
Yeah.
He's lying. He's lying.
Ask him what the island is.
He is lying.
A while back, Jacob told me what the island was. If he's really standing here right next to me, then just ask him.
Oh shit.
He's lying.
He is lying.
I don't have to prove anything to you, Richard.
Oh shit.
Your call, dude.
He's getting some.
I'm fucking, I know, and I love it. Looks good on him.
Jacob says we go talk to Locke and go talk to Locke.
Aww.
I'm going with Hugo.
Jack! Hugo needed that.
Let's go talk to Locke.
Regardless if they blow up the plane, they can't run home.
Okay, Pearl and Jack are the cutest things.
I didn't see Jacob back there.
I know.
Why'd you come with me?
You have no idea how hard it is for me to sit back and listen to other people tell me what I should do. I think maybe that's the point. Maybe I'm supposed to let go. This is me trusting.
Guys, the character arcs right now, do not miss it.
Dude, because I have no idea where I'm going.
That was gorgeous! Sorry.
Wait. It's cool. I think I know what these things are. Oh, yeah. What the hell are they? There are others out here. Like you. That's what the whispers are?
Yeah. We're the ones who can't move on. You ever do see Libby again? Tell her I'm very sorry.
God bless America.
We shouldn't do that, dude.
This episode is too good.
It's just being here with you feels so familiar. It's like a date we never had. Why do you even want to be with me?
Why do you want to be with me?
I want to be with you because I like you.
You like me because, well, you're delusional.
Now he remembers.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Wow. Holy cow.
What? What's wrong?
I think I'm remembering stuff.
You mean I'm not crazy?
No, I don't think you are.
Wow. God bless. Wow.
And the scene opened with the blanket. Because he forgot the blankets. And she went for the blankets and that's what got her killed? Come on!
The people who dug this well did it completely by hand. They were looking for answers. A long time ago, places like the one we're standing at right now made compass needles spin. And the people holding the compasses needed to know why. So they dug.
Why aren't you afraid? What is the point in being afraid?
What?
Oh, I didn't like that. Nope. No. Isn't the episode.
I was our friend.
No, I'm not. Oh my god.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, on different sides like this, crazy. Ben.
Well, as a teacher here, I can vouch for it completely. It's a wonderful school.
The man who killed him. 2 film, 3, 2, 1.
Miss Locke, can you hear me?
What the fuck?
Did he hit him because he thinks it's gonna make him walk again?
That's what I'm thinking. That's definitely what it alluded to, right?
That's what it was.
Or he wanted to get tit for tat since he threw him down the well.
No, it alluded. It was like, no, the way that they cameraed
was
him
like,
saying hi to
screw
Jeff.
you.
The
I'm gonna hit
music
the
and
car.
the way they did those cameras, and then the way that they just did that reaction, they're totally want us to
No,
think
because
that.
Desmond is hopping back and forth.
Is Desmond hopping back and forth?
Yes.
Kind
Or
of.
he seems to be very aware of the past to the point that he feels like he can change it or something. Sorry, I can't see Brian. It's so hard to see each other.
All I can say is that when Desmond was getting that magnet
Right.
treatment,
Right.
we saw him jumping.
Right. Exactly.
We don't know if that's actually jumping or
Continually jumping.
if that's just storytelling.
That's true.
I think he was mad at Locke for throwing him down the well, so he...
I mean, seriously, like, it was like something, it was almost like he was like, if I don't take this person out, he is going to be a danger, or like something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was like, I have to do something to help people. That's his whole mission right now, in this Sideways.
Is to help people.
Yes, he's trying to, like, find the people from the flight,
what did
connect with them.
Okay.
So like,
what did
he
do for
probably
her?
knows John's going to be bad news bear.
He told him that if he felt it too, that he should go after it and figure out what was going on.
And it was a really fucking good advice. Right.
Can we just take a pause though?
Yeah, let's take a pause.
And talk about this dog.
Yes, this dog.
That is now sprawled out across Hannah and Jeremy's lap.
Perfect.
She's touching.
By choice.
She's touching
on her own.
I know.
3 humans at once. And the reason this is
Such
happening...
a good point.
We probably should have talked about this 2 videos ago, but last night there was a terrible thunderstorm.
Or like a year ago.
Terrible thunderstorm, and Cedar is scared to death of thunderstorms. She spent the whole night shaking and convulsing and drooling
I got the best app.
incessantly, and now she's tired and feeling very lovey, which is why she's behaving the way she is.
And listen, we love
Normally
it.
Jeremy's
We love
enough for her, but
She had to have me at Hogwarts,
She's
too.
decided that she needed to crawl across the entire group.
Yeah.
And
And she was like, and if I could put my paw on my mom's lap too, that'd be great.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I thought she was trying to get to Brian, which, let's be honest, she probably was trying to get to Brian.
I know, and then she got tired.
But then she got
She's
about
too
this
tired.
much, and she was like, you know what?
I like these people,
do.
okay? That'll do, donkey.
I can see my dad,
Yeah.
and I'm going to sit right here across the
Aw.
wall.
Yeah. My dad's got me. If I get bored, I can take a couple steps.
Maya was over it. She was like, if you're not aggressively petting me, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, she's canceling us.
Anyway, back to Lost.
It's the role reversals.
Can we do another sidebar?
It's amazing. Sorry,
Yes,
it's
let's-
amazing.
Let's do another
What they're
sidebar.
doing. That's a
Oh,
theater
yes.
technique.
So, Hannah has made, Sleepy Hannah has made
Oh, I
these,
just want to show Hannah.
these wonderful shirts.
I did poop a little.
Have not pooped. She just made these on her Cricut machine.
Yes.
I just made them as if I didn't take time to Photoshop the whole thing.
I mean, just as in, just recently, in between the last episode
Today.
we watched and this
Literally.
episode.
And
She
tacos.
made these
Just made
shirts. Yep. Team Charlie.
Obviously,
You
Jerry's
all are
favorite
Charlie.
character.
And
This is I'm from Sleepy Station.
Yeah, so Sleepy is as you can see here. Yeah, maybe you can see that.
We made Brian one, but it wasn't right, so we have to redo it.
Oh, redo it. We'll
Stay tuned for some future videos.
If you want a shirt as well, the link's in the description box.
So what was the other thing we learned while Hugo was talking to Michael?
Yes.
Because he heard whispers.
He's not over something. I know. I loved that. Oh my god.
That's because of what he did.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Because of what he did.
No, tell me what you were gonna say.
What I was gonna say was, he heard whispers.
What is that? What was it gonna be? Go ahead.
He heard whispers, and he told everybody, "It's okay, okay. I think I know what these things are." And he went to Michael, and he said, "The whispers. That's you guys. Like, he's like, yeah, the people who can't move on."
Yeah. Can we watch the next episode?
All right, guys, we're gonna go. We're gonna move on to the next episode, The Last Recruit, because we're trying to watch as many as we can so we can get through it this weekend. They're gonna. All right, let them do their thing.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Talk to you soon.
Okay, but for real, that episode was really good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm literally the places they're taking these characters. It's all starting to wrap up, and things they're buttoning. They're buttons.
Huh?
They're little buttons. They're baby buttons, but they're buttons, and that makes me happy. They're like the wrist buttons. They're not this button yet. We'll get there, but they're little ones down
The
low.
little cuff buttons.
Yeah. Aren't they the cuff buttons?
Do you want me to button this button?
This is a great comparison. Is nobody?
Do you want me to unbutton this button?
Can I get some affirmation? Sorry, theater seer. Can I get some affirmation that was a really good analogy?
She just called it wrong theater.
You guys are being so lackluster about it, and so are you.
Lackluster.
You're being so lackluster about it, and I would have expected this from you.
And goodbye. Here we are again. You liked it the last time we did this, so I thought I'd do another one. As most of you know, I am a stuntman by trade, and so I thought I'd break down a stunt sequence for you again. This time let's take a look at the car crash into the harbor. And we come out onto this shot of Desmond driving. Now, this first shot is going to be done on what we call a process trailer. And if you back up, you can actually see in the reflection of the glass, you can see the process trailer. So let me zero in on that there. You can see there that the hubcap is not moving, which means the wheels are not turning. It's on a platform here, the tail end of that platform right there, underneath the bumper. So and you can see how the car is slightly higher than the parked car here. So they are definitely on a process trailer for this opening shot that pulls us in to the two actors in the car. You use a process trailer whenever there's dialogue in a car so that the actors can actually focus on staying in character, saying their lines. They don't have to actually look at the road. The director, the DP, and all sorts of assistants are on that process trailer too. So notice this wiggling that Desmond's doing with the steering wheel there. It's all fake. He doesn't have to adjust that wheel at all. He's just doing it because he thinks that's what people do when they're driving. That's the other great thing about the process trailer, is that you can have the camera on one side and then flip over to the other. These would be separate setups because they need flags to control the sun and keep the glare off of the actors' faces. And there's typically 20 to 30 minutes changeover time, switching the camera around to the other side. So these cars that you see occasionally behind them, these are typically stunt cars. We call them ND cars, nondescript cars, and they're there to be blockers. To keep live traffic from interfering with the process trailer. Or in the case that you do have actors doing free driving, which means they are actually driving the car, then you want to make sure that they're protected and that you don't have yahoos driving up next to them, cutting them off while they're trying to perform their scene. The other thing that you see here is what I believe to be a motorcycle policeman who is often traveling with a caravan to help ward off any what we call bogey cars who are trying to sneak into the pack and pass them, because these process trailers typically drive very slowly, and so people on the road can get very frustrated. So this motorcycle policeman there is keeping an eye on things, and so it's possible that this car behind the policeman is an ND car, a stunt car, or it's also possible that he's just somebody trying to get home at 5 o'clock on a Friday. You can see that the police officer is going to duck behind the car here in just a second. Yeah, I'm not really supposed to be seen. And in some cases, they'll have their flashing lights on, and we just hope that the cameraman isn't catching it. And as you can see, when we come out to the exterior shot, that police officer and the other car are nowhere to be seen. And there's our featured extra, who's walking by to help us establish that we're near the harbor. Now, when we get into the sequence where Charlie grabs the wheel, we are still on the process trailer. Charlie grabs the wheel and turns it. And normally what would happen is, if the camera was not attached to the car, you would see the car pull away from the camera. The car would get smaller and smaller in frame, pulling away to the down left corner of the frame. But the cameraman here has to create that idea. So what he's going to do is pull the camera up and to the right from its fixed position to give you the impression that the car is pulling away. It's not. It's still on the process trailer. It's still under complete control. Charlie pulling the wheel doesn't turn the car at all. Now we're back into the stunt drivers. And now we're just over the hood. This could also be done on the process trailer, or it could be done with a hood mount. But you can see that since the camera is so loose, wiggling back and forth, you know that this is being done handheld with a guy sitting on the process trailer. And the car may not even actually be in motion here. We don't see much over Desmond's shoulder here. We just see a lot of wiggling back and forth and light and hands. So the car doesn't even have to be, or I should say the process trailer doesn't even have to be moving for this shot. Now we're back out to the stunt sequence. One other thing I wanted to point out here is that Hurley's Hummer. Now we get into a shot mounted to a car driving towards the harbor. And you can see here that there's no ramp. There's nothing to help them get over that edge. They're going to hit that and they're going to bump over it. Back to the reaction shot. Oh, but look. Now we've got this nice convenient ramp to help them get over. So this is of course a stunt driver driving that car into the water. Now, this is a dummy. You do not put another stunt person into the car when you don't have to. They're literally just a meat passenger. They don't need to be in there. So that is 100% a dummy. You see that it's not moving. This is a stunt driver. Car crashes into the water. So now this shot of actors reacting and water splashing through frame, that's not them actually going to the water. That's our two actors selling the hit from a camera that has probably been tilted off axis. Okay, and then water is sprayed past them. That's just to give us that detail. Then we're back inside again with our dummy and our stunt driver. And you can see that the windshield gives rather quickly. You can see that this that the rearview mirror smashes, and watch the way the water pours over the top of it. Right? That windshield is gone. The water comes back into the camera and quickly swirls around it and obscures it. Then we come back to this shot, but it takes the water much longer to fill up the area, and it's a much more dramatic look. The way the water swirls around, engulfs the actor, and then finally swirls up to the camera. And that's paired with this shot here. And now we get into the car falling. But the car's actually not falling here, and I can tell you that with pretty good certainty because I believe that this shot was done in a pool, and that this move, although it looks like the car is descending, is actually the camera moving upward on a car that is fixed in position. It's a trick of the camera. Then we have our actors. Underwater, off screen here, I guarantee you that they have multiple stunt safeties who are trained and certified in diving. And inside of the car, I can prove this, inside of the car you know that they have oxygen tanks. And if you have seen some of the behind the scenes of the 6th season, there's actually there's a clip of Charlie pulling the oxygen mask up to his mouth after he made some faces at the camera. Desmond swims out. So this was all shot in a pool, I would bet. Obviously here we're at the lagoon, or the harbor. This would be shot at a separate day. He goes back down, now we're in the pool again. And you shoot in a pool so that you have a controlled environment, so that there's not as far to dive. It is much easier to control the safety. The other thing that you get from using a pool is you can control the environment of the water. A lot of times if you try and shoot in an actual river or lagoon, you're dealing with silt and things like that that would really make it impossible to shoot. Well, I think that's it, guys. Join us next time. I think I'm going to do one on John Locke getting hit by Desmond's car.